Good morning, saints. I am up and in the word, but let me tell you, this morning when I went to my Facebook feed, okay, I have to tell y'all something. This what you get. This right here, that's the only thing you get after drugs has taken you. After you go back to drugs, and if you possibly overdose, this is what you get. Happy heavenly birthday, knowing that your whole life came down to just this. But I want to share something with y'all, and it touched my soul because I remember back when I had first went to prison, right? We had all these counselors, and there was like a setting of 36 women in a room, and the counselor said, stand up. And we all stood up and we looked around us, right? And the counselor said, realistically speaking, one of y'all, when you get out of prison, ain't gonna make it the first 6 months. You're either gonna come back here or one of y'all is going to die. One of y'all is going to die the first 6 months you get out of prison. And we all looked around each other and we was like, it never made sense, and it's never real until it gets real. And when it gets real, real, right? The first 2 years that I was out of prison, I lost 3 of my friends that I was in prison with. By the 5th year that I got out, I had lost at least 5 of my bunkies, or people that was inside of my particular pod. And so I started realizing how real an addiction is and how quick that you can make the wrong decision. But this morning, I am so grateful because society said that I was going to reoffend. Society said, statistics said, I beat the odds, y'all. And to this morning, I am so grateful because I see on my timeline, I keep on seeing all of these people, happy heavenly birthday. And I still have my friends on my Facebook, the ones that have passed away. And whenever I see it, it tears my soul up to know that drug didn't care about you. It doesn't care about your kids, and it doesn't care about the loved ones that are left behind, putting messages like happy heavenly birthday. So I make this video to educate somebody, or maybe touch somebody right now who's still stuck in their addiction or thinking about going back to their addiction, because we're only one wrong decision away from being right back where we began. Amen. But they said that I would go back to prison the first 6 months that I got out. I didn't. You didn't. They said that I would reoffend the first year that I was out. I didn't. You didn't. And so this morning, I am so grateful for the life that I have. And I'm so grateful for God's grace and mercy. And my heart goes out to everybody, all these families. Some of my friends, they decided to go back to old boyfriends, old relationships, thinking that they could change somebody, and they got murdered. One of my friends ended up in the garbage field out there in Houston, and I didn't find out until I was on the news. It came on the news. As soon as it came on the news and I saw her face showed up, it hit me. And those were the same ladies that when we were in prison, we all stood up and looked at each other. And when that counselor said, one of y'all will be dead the first 6 months to a year you got out of prison, we all laughed that crap off. We was like, not us. Nuh-uh, we're never going back. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. And then it happened. And so I lost some very good prayer warriors. And this lady the other one, I'm not going to mention her name out of respect for her family, we prayed together every single day, and we read the word faithfully while we was in prison. Every morning we would get up and we would go to that day room and we would pray together and we asked. But that just goes to show you are never too strong. You are not strong enough to be around people who do drugs. If you've ever been an addiction, you know what I'm talking about. If that drug was in front of you, you cannot tell yourself that you would never use it again. And so this morning, this video goes out to anybody who is suffering in addiction. And I'm going to pray for you that right now those chains are broken. And that whatever it is that you think, that you check upon your people. Check upon your people. Don't just say you're going to call them. I'm talking about until their phone ring until they pick it up, because you never know what somebody's going through. And all of these people, when I saw them on Facebook, man, they looked happy. They were being restored with their families. God was restoring, and for one wrong decision, for going back one wrong time, they ended up losing everything they had and ended up dead, ended back up in prison, ended up in a minefield. Who the heck? How? It really hits you different when you see people around you. When you see people around you come up on your Facebook line and you see happy heavenly birthday. Holidays are coming up. One of the girls, she had 4 girls. She had 4 girls, and that hit me. There is a reason that we are still out here. We went through the fire, and you're going underneath so much attack because you already met the devil face to face. And so now that you know his tactics, he needs to use you in a mighty way. So don't be quiet. If you go to NA, go stand up and tell your story. Go tell everybody what Jesus Christ did for you, because there's so many people out right now, y'all. I looked at Philadelphia alone. There are people walking around looking like zombies, and this drug don't care. I was on meth and I was on crack. I was a bad alcoholic. I was addicted to the street life. I know about all of that. I know what it's like to lose, but I also know what it's like to start all over. And I know right now that if you have lost every single thing, my friend, if you're listening on the end of this line, and I don't care if you lost everything, if you lost everything and you have Jesus Christ, then you have just enough to start all over. Don't be one of these people that your family is posting happy heavenly birthday. This drug is real. Fentanyl is real. Okay? Methamphetamine is not methamphetamine no more. Coke is real. All of these drugs is real. Anything that is keeping you connected to it, and it is your idol. If you wake up and you got to smoke a blunt, you might want to reevaluate yourself, because that means that is what you are, that's what you're a slave to. And so I make this video, and I want to lift up all of my ladies that, their families this morning, all of those kids left behind, man. All those kids left behind all over that drug, man. And so it touched me this morning when I see these type of things come up on my Facebook line. Society said we weren't gonna make it, but we're beating the odds by, look, God has a plan. He's ready to use you, and the devil knows that he's ready to use you. So if you're under attack, you're moving in the right direction. Amen. So y'all have a beautiful Tuesday. I'm off to serve, and I am so grateful this morning. I am so grateful that Jesus rescued me at the right time, and he rescued you at the right time. And if you fall, guess what? It's okay to fall. Get up right from where you're at and keep on moving forward. Don't let the devil beat you up about your past, because God already took that to the cross. Woo! But I'm grateful this morning. I'm about to go to work. I'm not 6 feet under. Nobody, my family's not sitting around mourning my death, and they're enjoying my life. I'm able to enjoy my life. So this morning, when I saw that, it humbled me all over again. I thank God for second chances, for second opportunities. And so, yeah, I'm beating the odds. I'm going to beat the odds. I have beat the odds. And so that just makes me so happy. And I just want to stand here and now. And I want to pray for anybody out there that's suffering right now with addiction. You're not alone. You can reach out to me. You can inbox me. Ask me anything about addiction. I done did it all. I promise you. Prostitution, did it for years. Yes, I sold my butt for some freaking Cheetos and a bologna sandwich and one single Newport, baby. That's as transparent as I can get. And if you've been out there and you've been on that drug and you've been underneath the bridge with a backpack, you know exactly what I'm saying. That drug don't care. And the devil's always going to make that drug look like it's so alluring. It's so fun. But what he's not going to show you is those days when you're walking around and you're sitting over there trying to figure out where to go when you're not invited to family events, or when you're walking around with a backpack and nobody wants to open the door and it's cold outside and you're sitting underneath the bridge and you're just trying to get one more hit. So I've been there and I've done that. And so I'm asking you, if you're in addiction, you can get a hold of me, inbox me. I'll pray with you and I'll talk you through it. And you can call me, baby. Call me. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful Tuesday.